If you've ever enjoyed my content, please consider hyping my video. Drop down to the comments bar, swipe over, and click hype. This will give me points to help small YouTube creators like me get recognized in the community. Thanks again for watching my videos. I love you guys.
All right, now this is the real deal right here. I mean, it's got the same engine that my Speed 1200, my Speed Twin 1200 had, but it's got high pipes. It's got a different tune on it, right? So it makes, instead of making 100 or 100, it makes like 90 horsepower. No,
I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Speed Twins. What year's your Speed Twin?
It was a 19. It was a 19. So
your bike probably made 105.
It was rated to 96 before. I think the new ones are way more. Yeah.
I've only been a dealer since 23.
Okay.
So 23s are 105.
Wow.
And I think that's the same.
Ooh, all right.
So that stands right up.
And this is a 2025, right? 24. Cool. It's got this like sprocket, this aluminum sprocket cover on it. It's got the high pipes. Kind of curious to see if these things are going to be hot. Wow, this thing's actually got some grunt to it. The exhaust note. That's pretty good for a stock bike. That's pretty damn good. Oh. Although I will say, what the heck? Hold on. This is the 1200, which I thought was going to be taller. Oh no, this is the X. So this is the street, like slightly more street-oriented Scrambler 1200. So it's a Scrambler 1200, but it doesn't have the super tall suspension. Like even the Speed 400 had the tall suspension where I was on my tippy toes. This one, I'm like barely on my tippy toes, but it sinks in quite a bit. I feel really comfortable on this. I do. What do we got? We got road, sport, off-road, rider, rain. We'll keep it in road for right now. This display is the same one that they had on the on the Trident. Oh man, this is kind of strange. All right. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, this is so nice being on a 1200 again. Okay, what am I doing? This is so strange. The shifter lever itself, the shifter peg, it's so light. There's like no pressure against my foot, so when I go to shift, it feels like the shifter lever has a huge stroke distance before I actually hit the gear. But I'm not complaining because there's like no weight to it, so it feels like I'm moving my foot through air. When I go to shift, I go to pull on the clutch and upshift, I like don't even feel the shifter peg touching my foot. It's so light. That's wild. It feels like there's quite a long stroke. It doesn't feel like a short stroke. Well, okay, on the way down, it does. This thing's got like 90 to 100 horsepower from what our buddy was saying. But yeah, it's got the same display as the Trident, where it's got like the LCD up top, and then it's got the color TFT down at the bottom. I actually really like this display. I know a lot of people talk crap about it. That and the Tiger Sport 660 display, they talk crap about that one too. But no, I really like this. I think this is where I'm supposed to be. Oh yeah, this thing's got some grunt, baby. Damn. Yeah, this thing's got way more grunt than that 400. Like, it's not even comparable. It's got a shoot ton of torque. Super torquey engine. Super torquey, very tall, taller than my Speed Twin. Damn, dude, get your truck fixed, man. That thing sounds awful. Oh, holy smokes, this thing's fast. Ooh, and the brakes are fantastic. Dual disc front brake. with ABS, traction control, all that stuff. Wow. Oh man, this thing pulls from down low. It actually feels more like a Harley engine, the way that it, like freaking, let's see, what do we have? 40 miles an hour, 2,400 RPM. Oh yeah, geez, yeah, fourth gear, and it just digs right down at 2,400 RPM. Ooh, baby, this thing is a little bit more versatile in its power band. You have a crap ton of torque down low, but you actually have a good amount of revving power up top too. Shoot, this thing might even hit 60 miles an hour at the top of second. So it's definitely got some legs. Definitely got some legs. Whoa, baby, this, holy smokes. Let's take a turn down Kennedy. See if there's any playful roads down here. So far, I was curious to see if the high pipes were gonna burn my leg, because people complain about the exhaust being hot on these models. And I'll tell you what, I'm riding with some regular, like non-riding pants, like basically just some work pants. And I've had my leg up against the exhaust the whole time. Not because it forces me to do that, but just because I kind of want to try and see how hot these pipes get. And no, they do not get hot. I am not burning my leg. So far, I haven't felt much heat at all off of these pipes. So yeah, to answer your question, are these high pipes going to be hot? So far, no. I can't say that they're hot or warm at all. They're not roasting me. It's really nice. Oh boy, yeah, you get above 4,000 RPM and rip it, and the front end does want to come up. You can feel everything getting light. This handle's very nice. Man, I would vouch to say this thing handles better than the 400. Shoot. Yeah, this thing's nice. Let's see what kind of low speed handling we got here. Okay, this does a nice little circle. Man, this does a nice little circle. This is, I feel like this bike right here is a slightly more adult version of my Speed Twin 1200. My Speed Twin 1200 was definitely like, it was like the comfortable Thruxton R. So they took a Thruxton R, they ripped the clip-on handlebars off of it, put some straight bars on, just made everything a little bit more daily drivable on a Thruxton, and that's essentially what my Speed Twin was. This bike feels like a Speed Twin 1200, but it's just like, it just gives you a little bit more room everywhere. The pegs aren't as aggressive. It doesn't have my legs tucked up underneath me. I can actually feel air going across my like leg armpit area. So my legs are at more of a 90-degree angle. They're not as acute as like with the more sporty 1200 models. You can definitely feel like you got a little bit more room. All right, let's put it into sport mode. I want to see what sport mode's about. Click it over into sport mode, hit the check button, and there we go. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. I might be bad. I might be a bad kid and do a 0 to 60. I might be a bad kid and do a 0 to 60 over here. See what it's like. That guy's gonna be like, I'm gonna call the cops. All right. Ooh, goodness. Yep, 2 gears. That's it. You go from first into second, and before you're shifting into third, you are at 60. You are at highway speeds. Man, I love it because it really, this bike is so tall and confidence inspiring. You feel like you have so much command over the road and that you're very visible because of how tall you are. I know a lot of people don't like Triumphs because you feel like you're sitting on top of the bikes. Like pretty much all their bikes kind of give you this feeling like you're on top of the thing. But I actually really like that. I really like that. I don't, just because I have a small bike, I don't want to feel like I'm on a small bike. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense to you. Yeah. Oh man. Oh baby. All right, let's see what happens. I'm gonna do like a 20 to 60. We're in second gear. We're at the bottom of second. Going 15 miles an hour, 1800 RPM, and you just like that. This thing gets up to 60 super fast. Super fast. Yeah, this 1200cc parallel twin, liquid cooled, very quick, very punchy, very fast. I mean, trust me, this thing starts to lose its edge once you hit 100 miles an hour, but man, will it hit 100 miles an hour, no problem. Now, if I was planning on doing off-roading with this thing, which would be kind of a sketchy prospect from the get-go, taking such a big machine off-road, but yeah, if I were to do off-roading, I would definitely go with the one that has the taller suspension. I get along with this one better, but that's kind of obvious seeing how I don't do any off-roading. So naturally rather, I would pick this bike to be like my daily rider. I feel like it's a little bit more practical and accessible than the Speed Twin. There was no luggage for the Speed Twin. It was kind of small and cramped. The ergonomics were less stretched out, whereas this one, all the ergonomics are a little bit more stretched out. The handlebars come up a little bit higher, so I actually feel like I don't have to lean forward as much to reach the bars. I do feel like my upper body is a little bit more upright than on other Triumphs. It's definitely, because of the way that the bars come back a little bit more, it definitely feels a little bit more comfortable. You don't have to lean forward as much. My legs being at more of a right angle, I feel like the pegs are further away from me, so my legs are a little bit more stretched downwards, gives me more of a comfortable angle to my leg. The seat is wide, it is flat. That was the one thing that I think ultimately led to me getting rid of my Speed Twin, was that the seat was wide enough for my butt, but it was just too damn hard. And putting in serious miles, you definitely want something that is gonna feel plush and gentle. And this thing just, I don't know, interstate travel on a Scrambler just doesn't make a lot of sense in theory. So I think that's why I went with the Rocket over keeping the Speed Twin. But this thing is definitely a little bit easier on the body, a little bit more casual, I guess. Definitely set up for mild off-roading. I mean, it's got the spoked wheels, feels very light. Like, I think it is capable. It's definitely very capable, and I really do think that, holy smokes, the rear brake on this is magnificent. Whoa, yeah, this rear brake on this is freaking strong, man. Where'd they go? I don't know where they went, but this one, honestly, man, I think that when I bought my Speed Twin, I feel like I went with the wrong bike sometimes.